Nigeria 2026 Minigrid Regulation, a real market shift or just policy evolution? Welcome to the Energy Executive Insider, and I'm your host, Dr. Alex Samnomiebam. And here we don't just track policy, we decode what it means for capital, infrastructure, and execution. Nigeria has just released the Minigrid Regulation 2026, and this is not just an update, it is a signal that mini grids are moving from pilot phase to scale. Before we go deeper, it's important to acknowledge the role of Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission, popularly known as NEC, for this timely and forward-looking regulation. At a time when the sector is navigating decentralization and increased demand for energy access, this move reflects regulatory responsiveness and a clear understanding of where the market is headed. Now, why does this matter? For years, Nigeria's mini grid space has been fragmented, small scale, largely donor driven, but with the Electricity Act 2023, the sector has been repositioned for commercial deployment and state level participation. The 2026 regulation is the first real attempt to operationalize that shift to scale. Right? The key structural changes are: firstly, scale has officially increased. Isolated mini grids up to 5 megawatt now. Interconnected mini grids up to 10 megawatts now. Mini grids are no longer small rural solutions, they are now serious infrastructure assets. Secondly, clearer licensing and threshold structure. Now, below 100 kilowatts, you require a simple registration. Above 100 kilowatts, mandatory permit from NEC permits. Timeline is 30 business days. And of course, this reduces ambiguity and creates more structured market entry. Now, stronger monitoring and data requirements. So above 1 megawatt, you require quarterly reporting. Below 1 megawatt, you require annual reporting. Now, this introduces data visibility and regulatory intelligence. Now, the full ecosystem integration, which is the fourth point, and the regulation now aligns developers, operators, discos, host communities, thereby moving from isolated projects to coordinated energy ecosystem. And last but not the least, alignment with decentralized power reality. It supports the state-level electricity market and it reflects post-Electricity Act realities. Now, mini-grid now becomes a core pillar of decentralized energy. What this means for the market is a strong signal to investors that larger project sizes are now more investable opportunities. Of course, improved bankability in terms of standardization leads to better financing structures, increased investors' confidence, etc. Now, of course, the grid and mini grid integration. So, for competition to complementary, right? The real gap is still there in terms of why this regulation is commendable. It solves structure and not execution. So hence, some key challenges remain in terms of weak project timelines, limited development capacity, data fragmentation, and early stage financing gaps, and just a bit of a few things that I can't name here. But my final take on this will be Nigeria Mini Grid Regulation 2026 represents a market design shift, a capital activation signal, and a foundation for scalable decentralized electrification. Once again, commendations to the NEC for taking this important step at a critical time for the sector. At the Energy Executive Insider, we don't just follow policy, we interrogate impacts. Because in Africa's energy transition, execution, not intention, would define success. Kudos to NEC and well done to the sector. More wins and more impacts. I remain Dr. Alex Tamnomiebam. If you found this discussion insightful, Please share your comments and what you think about this new regulatory act from NEC. Thank you.